Hi guys and welcome back. If you just tune in, you are on H&D and today it's a special Italian no guilt. We are about to making dessert.
So today we are going to be making an espresso creme brulee. And we're going to do it in these cute little kind of like espresso coffee cups.
Oh, that's nice.
And it's going to turn out brown so it looks almost like a cup of coffee, but it's actually dessert. So this isn't 100% no guilt because it does have some sugar in it, but it is very hard to find desserts nowadays that
I never feel guilty anytime I eat something with sugar in it.
I know
I feel good about it. Until the day after. The day after I feel
bad. But it's really hard to find desserts that are gluten-free and dairy-free, which a lot of people are trending towards that these days, right? So that I've taken this recipe, which is usually made of heavy cream and milk, and taken that out. So in Lionel's pot over here, he has some coconut cream. So that's going to replace our heavy cream. So it's,
and he has a very nice viscosity, by the way.
Yeah, it is very thick.
It smells
like
nice.
Vacation. And you honestly will not taste the coconut after you add the espresso.
That's true.
I even gave a taste tester to my boyfriend and he was like, oh, this is very good. You didn't even know that it had coconut milk. 1 3/4 cup coconut cream in there.
Coconut cream, yes.
And then I'm going to have you add in 1/4 cup of espresso. So that's going to give it our flavor.
Nice.
And then I'm going to add in some vanilla bean in there. So that's pretty traditional to creme brulee. I think it just gives it a nice flavor. So we're going to do just a half a vanilla bean here. And I'm going to go ahead and cut kind of right down the center of this vanilla bean.
So it's very expensive vanilla bean, like in this form at least, you know, like all natural like this. But that's where you really need to really scrap everything that's in there.
Exactly.
You know, don't leave half of the money into your bean.
Exactly. So the little black specks that you see in like vanilla bean ice cream, that's what is in the vanilla.
That's how you know they're using the real vanilla
stuff.
bean. Yeah.
So if you can't find vanilla bean, you can always do vanilla extract. But what we're going to do with our knife is just scrape down these pods once you have it open. And then you'll get that nice paste of the vanilla bean pods coming out.
And that's a lot, by the way. Like it looks like a little, but it's so concentrated. This will actually explode flavor and start having nice color here. I have a nice cafe au lait going on.
And I actually like to add this pod in here. If you don't, something nice you can do with this is put it in some sugar. Then you have some vanilla sugar.
Vanilla sugar, yeah.
There we go. So we'll put that in there to marinate. So then while that we're going to bring that to just a gentle simmer. You do want to keep stirring it so we don't get that film on top.
And you know, I always stir it with the number 8. Because 8 actually gives you a nice wave, always actually moving.
So I'm going to go ahead and get our egg mixture going here. So I'm going to use an egg yolks, only egg yolks for creme brulee.
And you always have the best egg yolk ever.
That's
this one is so oranged up.
I have my pasture raised eggs happening. So we're going to get really good fats in here with our coconut milk and our good eggs. So you don't have to feel too bad. Just know it's a dessert.
No, it's nothing to feel bad about it. Those eggs are wonderful.
Just enjoy it. Like when you're going to sit down and eat a dessert, enjoy every single bite. It's good for your soul. We have to nourish our souls too here.
I'm all about the soul.
Nourish that soul.
See, I tell my wife all the time, it's all about the soul.
The soul. All right.
The soul and the spirit.
So I have my egg yolks here. I'm going to put them in my bowl. And then I'm going to add in 1/4 cup of sugar. So not too terribly much. It's still kind
almost
of
the same amount, I will say, give or take. You know, it looks really similar, like eggs and sugar.
So it's going to get pretty thick here. Thank you.
Yeah. So you want to use actually the sugar, natural sandy texture to emulsify it, to cook it a little bit.
So we're going to whip these just so they're a little bit more pale yellow. And then Lionel's mixture looks like it's nice and warm over there. It's steaming.
It is warm. Yeah, I keep it just under boiling, you know, and I stir it because I know otherwise it's probably going to go all over the place and it's going to smoke. We're going to have to evacuate the building again.
We don't want that.
We don't want all these things happening.
Egg mixture here. We got that kind of ribbon going a little bit.
Now it looks really nice.
So what we're going to do now is slowly add in our coconut cream mixture. So this is called tempering. We're going to slowly add the warm mixture into the egg so it slowly cooks the eggs. So they're going to get nice and thick, but not scramble our eggs, right?
Yeah, it won't warm it up. So later on when you put them in the oven, it takes less time to cook it, basically, because it's already warm.
Perfect. So we're going to strain it because this does have that vanilla bean in there. You got 2 for 1. All right, so you're going to add it nice and slowly. And I'm going to whisk. So this can be a little tricky if you're one person, but you can always strain it into a bowl and then pour it with one hand and whisk with the other.
You use a ladle or something. Or maybe go to your neighbor. It's an opportunity for you to meet your neighbor. We don't know his neighbor enough anymore.
Not compared to Europeans, you know?
That's true.
Europeans are always pretty friendly.
So here we have it. This is a great texture.
You can see there's a lot of foam on top here. So you want to kind of skim off some of that foam and it'll just give a smoother finish to those creme brulees, because if you have all those bubbles on top, it's not going to finish as smoothly.
That's the end of that's the protein form, the impurity that's still there, that's true.
So maybe you could grab our pan that we're going to put these in.
Yep.
So we have our pan here that has some water in it because we're going to kind of
cook it bain-marie style.
Bain-marie.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're putting.
So they have to be there. They don't need to be all the way to the top. They just need to swim. The bottom needs to swim in a little bit of water there in that bain-marie.
Just about half.
And here it goes inside. Now, creme brulee is always better when you make them a little bit in advance. It sits in the refrigerator, has time to actually solidify it a little more. So you really get that nice coaster effect to it. So we're gonna bake it nice and slow, right?
325.
325. Yeah, that's pretty gentle. For how long?
Until I find that it depends largely on your oven. So about 25 minutes, but when you jiggle it, you want to be sure that it's not going to be wiggling all around like it's still liquid. It's going to be a little bit more custardy.
Oh, that's right.
You got to check that.
That's smart of you to say that, but it also depends to the bowl size too.
Exactly.
I mean, if you think it's very tiny, it's going to cook very quickly.
Because these are pretty big, so if you have a not the best miraculous oven like myself, it might take you closer to like 35 or 40 minutes. So once we bake them, then we're going to take them out, let them cool to room temperature, and then put them in the refrigerator for a couple hours to firm up.
Yeah, you can keep it in the fridge. These things can last for a
long
week.
time.
Yeah, once they cook.
So
and you just brûlée them when you need it, but you can keep it in the fridge.
So it's a good one for a party because you can do it in advance, right? And then you can pull them out, let the guests brûlée it. It's nice and fun.
I never heard anybody say, no, I'm not taking creme brulee tonight.
No.
It's not going to happen. I mean.
All right, so we're going into the oven with these.
It goes.
Nice and carefully with
what time is it? I'm just kidding.
Could you actually open the oven door
Yes,
for
absolutely.
me?
Perfect.
Okay.
So we have some already made, huh?
Yes, since they had to sit, right? So here come our little creme brulees.
Ooh, they are
So they look very cute.
They are
so
very nice.
At this point, once you have this nice custard, you could just eat it like this, but for the classic creme brulee, we really want to get that nice sugar crust on the top so that we can have that crunchiness, right?
So just gonna add a little bit of sugar on the top. So you can use brown sugar, but I have tendency to believe actually white sugar like this, cane sugar works
I think it
really,
gives the
really
best
well.
crust. Classic recipes I've seen call for turbinado sugar, which is like the sugar in the raw.
That's right.
More brown, but if you really want that beautiful glossy crust, regular old white sugar is going to give you the best.
That's right.
So now he's going to use a torch. So these are kind of fun to have around. Your party guests will love them. And you're just going to go ahead and caramelize that sugar so you get that nice crunchy top. How beautiful.
Yeah. So what I do is I usually start by the half there because the flame will eventually slide on the corner now, so I have a very nice half. Well, I did a lot of creme brulee in my career.
Yeah, that's a pretty standard restaurant dessert.
Yes, when you start in restaurant business, creme brulee, malted chocolate, lava cakes are on the menu.
Yep.
And you're gonna make thousands of them.
Exactly.
But I enjoy doing it a lot, and I like the smell of the caramel actually.
Yeah, it's very nice. Okay, so we have 2 little creme brulees for us.
So it looks very pretty. We're gonna decorate it a little bit.
Okay.
So I have here a beautiful, elegant spoon. We also have a little bit of coffee bean, and we're going to just put it on the side like this.
Looks very festive. You could do chocolate-covered coffee beans too. That'd be yummy.
Very simple, but just like in Italy, in a cafe, you don't want complicated. You want simple and delicious. We're gonna finish with the biscotti. Those ones are special, right?
I got them. Yeah, they're not gluten-free. I'm sorry.
They are not gluten-free.
They aren't. I'm sorry.
I am so disappointed.
But they are local. They're local biscottis.
Okay, so that's gonna make up from the gluten-free.
I know. Sorry.
So I'm gonna get some gluten, but local gluten, people.
Yeah, that's right. And I just dipped them in a little bit of chocolate to fancy them up. So let's give them a try.
All right. So I like to just tap it up like this.
Yeah.
Can you hear that?
It's a good noise.
It's the best noise.
That's yummy.
Elegant, delicious,
creamy.
or I will call it delicioso.
So good.
Perfect.
Gotta have.
I think you did it. Very well. Good job. Well, that will be it for today. Thank you so much for watching. Until next time, don't forget to eat healthy
and delicious.